Let's put some of the India bloc's claims to a real fact check, viewers, tonight. Let's begin with Sharad Pawar, who says that Israel is an outsider and the land is originally of Palestine. In other words, Israel is an occupier that has no right to exist on that real estate. What has Pawar said? We want peace in the world. Nothing objectionable about that, viewers. He goes on to say, now there is a war going on between Israel and Palestine. The entire land is of Palestine and Israel encroached on their land. Israel is an outsider and the land is originally of Palestine. But if Pawar had cared to read, he would have possibly realized that India normalized ties with Israel in January 1992 during the Narasimha Rao regime. That was a Congress government. The diplomatic recognition legitimized Israel's millennia-old stake in Palestine. It's curious that Pawar forgets this, especially as he was the country's defense minister at the time. He served in Narasimha Rao's cabinet. Moreover, Pawar must know these following facts. And let me take you, viewers, through them. 165, these are hard facts tonight, viewers. 165 UN member states, and let's put them up on our screens. 165 UN member states refer to the region as Israel. The remaining 30 refer to it as Palestine. Yes, viewers, they refer to it as Palestine. For Jews, Jerusalem is where Abraham, the first patriarch of Judaism, nearly sacrificed his son to God. Jerusalem was the capital of King David's Israel in the Hebrew Bible. Jerusalem is where David's son Solomon built his temple. In 9th century BCE, Israel term was first used to describe people that descended from the Semitic Canaanites. Archaeological research proves Israeli people occupying what is now northern Israel and southern Israel, which is also known as Judea. So viewers, Israel has a historical claim upon Palestine. Israelis have an historical claim over Palestine. Jews have a historical claim over Palestine. So Sharad Pawar is murdering history. Now let's go the assertions made by some other leaders as they go about indicting Israel. A. Raja says, as I told you, India always backed Palestine over Israel. Here is a hard fact check, viewers. India long dehyphenated ties with Israel and Palestine since 1992. It's been almost 30 years. Modi visited both Israel and Palestine separately. India recognizes the right of Israel and Palestine to coexist. We're in favor of a two-state solution. So viewers, let me tell you, it's not that India has only and exclusively backed Palestine. India has ties to only Fatah-ruled zones of Palestine. Remember that. There is another big claim, and this is being made by Mehbooba Mufti of the PDP. Israel is the real oppressor, she says, in Palestine. As if, viewers, any attack on it will from now on be justified because obviously it is the oppressor. But here are the hard fact check, viewers. Hamas has not held polls in Gaza since 2006. We're talking about who's the real oppressor in Palestine. Hamas has eliminated other Palestinian rivals in Gaza. PLA views Hamas as, quote, part of the problem, not solution, unquote. 50% Palestinians in Gaza reject the Hamas's policy on Israel. And what does Hamas have to say about Israel? That Israel doesn't exist, it shouldn't exist. And there is no point having even a dialogue or talks with Israel. For the Hamas, there is nothing called a two-state solution. Amnesty in 2014 has accused Hamas of abducting, killing, torturing Palestinians. Human Rights Watch in 2022, viewers, has said Hamas and Palestinian Authority abuses Palestinians, critics, and these abuses are systemic. So viewers, just who is the real oppressor here? Then there is a claim being made by M.A. Baby, who's of the CPIM. What does he say? Israeli aggression is the root cause of the crisis. What does the hard fact check reveal? Israel vacated Gaza, but terror against Israel continued. Why would it continue, viewers? It pulled completely out of Gaza. The root cause is Hamas that rejects the two-state solution. Hamas doesn't recognize Israel and seeks its destruction. That is the root cause, viewers. You cannot negotiate with anyone who doesn't recognize you. The root cause is Hamas's obduracy, its stubbornness, its machination against Israel. The other claim being made by the Congress's Rashid Alvi, backing Israel will hurt Gulf ties. Well, let's have a quick hard fact check of this assertion. India gave, remember viewers, full diplomatic recognition, normalized ties to Israel in January 1992. Since then, several Gulf states post-1993 Oslo Accords have warmed up to Israel. So much so that Saudi Arabia was about to sign an agreement with Israel recognizing its right to exist. India's ties with Gulf nations have deepened over 3 decades. PM's growing outreach to Arab nations is a main pillar of his foreign policy, and it is well recognized. We've even tied up, viewers, with the Middle East to expand a corridor all the way into Europe. And this happened in the sidelines of the G20. The facts are speaking for themselves. They expose the opposition bloc's claims as lacking substance. They possibly establish that worst, a deep-seated Israelophobia, or at best, a deep disregard for the politically inconvenient truth.